What up, client closers? In this video, I want to talk a bit about how to find your niche, how to define your ideal clients, and the 7 things you should consider if you want to build a business in a profitable, but also a sustainable niche. And I'm going to show you the 7 elements. It's also something I provide in one of the modules in my Client Closer Academy, which is all about how to nail your niche and ideal client. And it's important when you're going to decide your niche and ideal client, because if you're going to choose your clients, you're going to choose your future. If you're going to choose broke clients, anxious clients, frustrated clients, you will also have a frustrating business. So this is super essential, and I'm going to show you how to build a business that you can keep up, because we're not building just a business here. We're also building a lifestyle here. We're showing our personality, so that way we polarize and make sure that we focus on the right kind of clients. So I'm going to show you my niche, whatever you like, the French one or the English one, to make sure that when you pick your client, when you pick your niche, you're going to make sure that you choose the right one. And this is a big mistake that I made in the beginning of my business. Of course, in the beginning, you want to figure yourself out, your offer out, your ideal client out. But I was attracting the wrong kind of clients. And at the end, when we are rebels with a cause, we always want to take personal responsibility. So if you're attracting nightmare clients, bad clients, mismatched clients, there's something wrong with your positioning. So you should consider the branding, like your worldview that you show to the world, but also your ideal client. Which person are you talking to? If you're going to talk to beginners, you're going to attract beginners. And of course, like an easy thing to remember is that your client is a bit like you, but 3 years ago, right? So anytime that you make more money, you can invest more, you can level up, your clients will also level up. So the more you keep leveling up, investing, the better your clients become. That's also part of the personal responsibility aspect. So I'm going to show you my fancy screen, and you will see the 7 elements you should really consider when you're going to choose your clients and when you're going to determine your future in your business. If you watch this on YouTube, you like my content, give me a like, give me a comment, or subscribe to the channel, so you will learn more how to consistently enroll clients into your 3 to 10K offer to get to those 10K plus months. Now, let me show you my niche decision matrix. I'm going to show you the 7 elements you should take into consideration when you're going to build up your online coaching or consulting business. So these are actually the 7 elements, and I'm quickly going to go through them. This is also a worksheet that I give to all my Client Closer Academy students. It's always short lessons because people don't have enough time. They have the attention span of a fruit fly. I give them worksheets, and people implement this, get feedback, because we also have get shit done sessions in my academy. So once a week, we also can work on aspects of our business together and actually get feedback. It's actually something that is unique. I think not a lot of people do this to help people with implementation, but that is what I want to help you guys with, implementation, not just information. So the 7 elements are passion, expertise, competition, interest, price point, content, and reach. I'm going to quickly go over them. And if you want to learn more about how to nail your niche, ideal client, become an magnetic brand that attracts ideal clients, everything is already included in my Client Closer Academy, which you can find out in the comments. To see the overview, if it's something that you need, you can book a discovery call with me. So the first element when you're going to choose your ideal client, define your niche, is passion. You have to be passionate about your niche. Okay, you can be motivated all the time, but you're interested in this topic. You're willing to learn about this, because let's be honest, every coach is a little bit of a hypocrite, because the reason why we coach in this element is because we still want to grow in that aspect ourselves. So the best way to reinforce that idea is by just teaching it, and that way reinforce it in ourselves. Sometimes we can make the mistake of screaming to our clients what they should be doing because it's so important for us. But we always want to remember that as a coach and consultant, the biggest impact that we make is actually by inspiring people, by implementing it ourselves. So you want to make sure you're passionate, enthusiastic about this topic, or you're willing to learn, because as you build your business, you're going to get burned out because you don't see yourself doing this in the long run. That is why I see a lot of online coaches and consultants becoming a copy of a copy of a copy, and they build a business not true to themselves and their message. And in the long run, you can't keep this up. So that's the first one, being passionate about it. Second one is expertise. You want to become competent in this. You don't have to be an expert. You can have like an imposter syndrome because we keep on looking at people who are way ahead of us. You don't have to be way ahead and the Anthony Robbins of your niche. You just have to be ahead of your client. So what is the thing that you did that provides results for your client? What will your younger self be proud of? Like, oh my God, I wish I would have had this program when I was young, because this program would help me get there faster, easier, cheaper, quicker than doing it by myself. So which expertise do you have? This also has to do with knowing your personality, knowing your strengths, knowing your weaknesses. In the beginning, as coaches and consultants, we do too many things that we should delegate and automate. But yeah, we have limited money to invest. But then at the end, you want to scale, which for me is doing more of what you love to do and less of what you don't like to do. So that's the second one. Which kind of expertise do you have? Third one, competition. How much competition is there in this niche? See, that's actually a good thing, because when you have competition, that means people are ready, able, and willing to invest in this. If you're going to be a pioneer with having something that people don't know, if you're going to be a psychologist, okay, people know what it's about. But if you are an ex-therapy kind of person and they never heard of it, people trust what other people trust. People talk about what other people talk about. So competition in your niche is actually a good thing. It's no problem that there is a lot of dating coaches, mindset coaches, sales coaches, business coaches, etc. You're going to set yourself apart with your brand and your message anyway. Building your business online is as much about the service, the problems, the challenges you solve, and the desires you help achieve as your personality. People just don't buy your offer only. They also buy into you. So you want to make sure that there's competition in your niche, because that's actually a good thing. With social media, with interactions, with care, curiosity, confidence, relationship building, building deep impressions, you will build it up anyway. Then the fourth thing, interest. People got to have shown interest in what you do. So how many interested people are there in this niche? Are they engaging? Are they commenting? Are they starting discussions about this specific topic? Are they irrationally passionate? People think that they buy because of logic. They actually buy because of an emotional connection, emotional attachment. So you want to make sure that engagement and people are interested in this niche. Fifth one, how high of a price point could you set with your service in this niche? This is often a thing that I get when consultants join my Client Closer Academy. They work for hours or they work for words. That is very difficult to scale. So you want to make sure that on average, a sales conversation has, a 3K, 4K, 5K price tag on it. That way you don't have to have endless sales calls, endless sales conversations. I mean, if the average offer that you have is 5K and you want to get to 10K plus months, and you close at least 50, preferably more, with the pre-qualification of your calls, you only need 4 calls per month. You're already at 10K plus months. So you want to make sure you can set a high price point, because you can offer a lot of value. I always see, like, not look at things in terms of the money, look in terms of the investment. A serious investment provides a serious change, a permanent transformation. So you want to wrap it up that people are willing to invest, because the results just stick. It's much more sustainable. It's more long lasting. That's why I help my clients develop a life-changing high-ticket offer. The life-changing is more important, because that is something people want to invest in. They can buy a book, they read it, it's shelf-help, they put it away. They can invest in a workshop, they have all this enthusiasm, but they don't have the feedback, accountability, help with implementation. Or they can invest in something higher up and those results stick. This is what you want to look for: permanent transformation, a life-changing high-ticket offer. So be sure that you can set something which is worth at least 3K. I advise my clients, consultants, to have like packages, or a high-ticket offer, which is a one-on-one program or a group program. I help my client closers in my academy design this irresistible high-ticket offer. The sixth one, the semi-last thing, is content. How much content can you create around this topic? Because you want to build up what 𝗘𝗹𝗲𝗺 calls the ROI method. You want to have relevance, you want to have omnipresence, and you want to have intimacy. While the omnipresence is important, you want to build up impressions in terms of quantity, because people only see max maybe 10% of your content. So you want to build up the impression so they know what you do, why you're different, and what you have to offer. If you're not showing up enough with what you do, why you are different, or your offer is different, and what you have to offer, you're not building enough impressions in people. So when I ask them, hey, do you know what Bar does? Do you know what Sarah does? That they can give an answer like, yes, I'm standing out with my message, with my positioning. And you should build up enough content, relevance, keep on building it up so you become omnipresent. You become the go-to person if they are looking for help with relationships, or with mindset, or with the law of attraction, or with sales, etc. So you want to make sure you can provide enough content. I will make sure I have a whole module about how to produce content that converts in my Client Closer Academy. So I will make sure you find a format, a way that you can actually keep it up, which is sustainable without being online all the time or working 16 hours a day, because that is not sustainable. Remember, this is a sustainable and a profitable niche. Both of them are important. So that's the content element, to make sure you can produce enough in a format that people regularly see it. And then the last one is, of course, reach. How easy is your ideal client to be reached and found? So you want to find them in groups. You want to add them as people. You want to start conversations with them. And you build conversations, relationships, connections. It will inevitably lead to sales. Sales is a connection and relation building skill. So you want to make sure that when you have an offer, you know where your ideal client hangs out. You know what characteristics that you have, so you can find them, add them, build a relationship with them, and then you can start a conversation with them, an interaction based on permission, care, curiosity, and confidence, that then leads to booked sales calls, which then lead with the right people when you pre-qualify for them to invest in your offer, and you'll be able to close them. So that is the 7 elements of a profitable and sustainable niche. Your niche and your branding is the foundation. Your niche is talking to the worldview of your ideal client. Your branding is the worldview that you're showing. And when you have a match between the two, you have the worldview, the island of being stuck of your ideal client, and you have the island of full potential, which is your worldview that you look up to. And then when you have something in the middle, then you have a sustainable niche. And then they feel like, yes, this person is talking to me. He's at a place, or she is at a place where I would love to be. Then you create the content, you create engagement, you create connections, conversations, and that can lead to booked calls. And that leads to those 10K plus months if you have an offer, 3K, 5K, 10K offer, and then you have those sales call skills to get to the final close. So these are the 7 elements of a profitable and sustainable niche, my niche decision matrix. Be sure to go through this, because this way you can build a brand that lasts, a personal brand that is uniquely you, that you can keep up, that you're passionate and energetic about. If you like this content and you check this out on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop a comment. I will give you everything you need to know on how to build a magnetic brand that attracts ideal clients, how to create a life-changing high-ticket offer, and how to create and build that unstoppable sales call conviction. If you're interested in my Client Closer Academy, you can check it out in the comments down below. You can book the call. You can get to know me, the crazy guy with the hat. And if it's a fit, you can get enrolled and become one of my rebels with a cause in my academy, who truly make a difference, thought leaders, freedom fighters, and change makers. So hope this makes sense. Let me know which element of these 7 you struggle the most with. It's normal that in the beginning, it's a bit of a struggle finding out your niche and ideal client. That's why I recommend going through these 7 things all the time, brainstorm about it. And the better you get, the more you level up, the more your clients will also level up. Remember, choose your clients, choose your future. So be very mindful of what you're going to go deep in, because you don't want to build a business on something that in the long term you don't see yourself doing, and don't become a copy and you're just a shadow of yourself without uniquely standing for your strengths, your power, and your gift and message to the world. So let me know if this makes sense. Looking forward to provide you some future material about how to consistently enroll clients in your high-ticket offer. And I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Ciao, guys.